Hello, everyone. Thanks for joining in for our Saturday webinar, Success by Design. First of all, I will thank you on a Saturday morning where we could have time spent outside your home. We could have gone to outside, but you have taken time to join my webinar. So let's then get started. I will take you through the what topics we are going to cover today. So as I was saying, let me go back to the Success by Design. Hope you're able to see my screen. Yeah. Okay. So today's topic will be more on the people analytics side. So let me share the presenter again once again. Yeah. So success by design, what does it mean? So this is a term for my weekly webinar. And in this webinar, I will be talking more about the different topics. It can be technical, non-technical, or it will be some curated topics from, it can be SAP, it can be success factor, it can be sometimes generic topics also. So those details we will be covering, and this will be on a regular every Saturday, 9:30 a.m. IST, Indian Standard Timing. You can always keep on watch on that. So with that, let me start with what we are going to cover today. Any questions, anyone? You can put in the chat window. Yeah. Okay. So if you do not have any other questions, then we will go to the next one. So what is people analytics? So you must be knowing this, that the word people analytics, it has been actually evolved a lot. So previously it was called HR analytics for a few times, but over a period of time, they call it people analytics. And also in some organizations, they call it workforce analytics. So there are very thin line of difference, but that topic we'll be discussing in on a different sessions. So for today, we will be discussing what are the courses available before we jump into the success factor, workforce analytics, or people analytics solutions, which will be happening in one of the upcoming sessions. And today we will be explaining what are the course materials available in the different massive open online courses, or MOOC, you can say, before we jump into the success factor, workforce analytics, or people analytics. You should know the basic fundamentals of this modules, right? So let's start with Coursera, one of my favorite. So recently I have also attended their webinar on a 10 years completion of the Coursera since 2012. I have been following them. So in this Coursera, you will be directly finding a course on people analytics, which is from University of Pennsylvania. So it is very authentic. I think so Wharton or University of Pennsylvania online. So you can see that already, as on today we speak, we do have 5,513 ratings. It's overall 4.6 ratings, very highly good course. So you can see the syllabus as well. So it is almost 4 modules we do have, covering your first one is more of a generic one, introduction to people analytics, and more related to the performance management part, performance evaluation. So just 2 hours to complete, followed by a quiz. And the second week, you will be seeing about recruiting module. That's they cover it as staffing, but they call it's more of a recruiting point of view. So again, it is you can take it also all these courses in one go. Okay, so just 70-80 minutes only for 1 week course. Weekly, you have to spend maximum 2 hours per week. So this is about the staffing module, which is all about the recruiting. But these are all very fundamental things. You might be finding this is already you're knowing it, but still, just to refresh, you can also go for it. Third module is all about the collaboration. In SuccessFactors, you must have seen that we have SAP Jam. Now the Work Zone is coming up. So, but that is different. Here, collaborations means they talk about a concept called organization network analysis, or we call it ONA, ONA. Organization network analysis. In this module, you'll be finding how we can increase the collaboration between employees, how it's completely data driven. Okay, so how we can map them, how the whatever effect people are collaborating with each other, how in the real world companies, people collaborate with each other and how they talk to it means so all those you'll be finding in a concept called ONA or so organization network analysis. That's a very different concept, but the fundamental you'll be getting all these things. And the final module is all about the talent management module, where you'll be finding also the what is the future of people analytics. But it is a very comprehensive course. You can also complete it in one day if you have time. So I would recommend this course. And actually this course is part of their larger analytics program where they have other analytics like customer analytics, operation analytics, accounting analytics, followed by the business analytics. But this is, I will not recommend to do all these things now. Only focus on the people analytics part, which you can complete. And this is the course. And after completion, you can be finding the certificate directly from here, from the Coursera website itself. And you can attach, you can see the certificate which I have received. It's a long back. So you can add it to your LinkedIn profile. So I completed in 2019. So this is the certificate from University of Pennsylvania. So this is a very fundamental course. I would recommend to do it if you're starting with. So now let's move to our next part. After Coursera, what is next? So the next one is from Udemy. So Udemy is popular for its economic price and all, but many of the times I have seen people buy the courses, but they do not complete it, right? So it's also happened with me. So like if you see in the Udemy, there are a lot of courses related to your people analytics. If I saw here, so you'll be finding courses like people analytics 101, HR analytics fundamentals. The course price just at 475 INR. And you'll be getting a lot of things here. It's a 9 hours video, but personally, I have not gone through all these things since it's not. And sometimes also I find quality issue in some of the courses. It's not like your Coursera and all, but in terms of content and in terms of depth, also sometimes you'll be finding much deeper here. But this one, from a Udemy point of view, I have did only one course, which I found very authentic. But it's again a very fundamental one, which is by Prashant Sethi of Google, who has talked about the people analytics. I also completed this course in 2019. So this course is also available in your Acumen Plus. Okay, so this is an Acumen Academy. It's a not-for-profit organization. So I have also taken many of the courses from there. So if you go to the Acumen Academy, so you'll be finding this course as well. So this is your Acumen Academy site. So it's the same course you can go through, but it will be finding much. It is free of cost also. You can find out here. So this course is also not a very technically very deep, but from a fundamental point of view, at least from a scenario point of view, what are the use cases and all. Okay, so you will be finding it at a very high level. So again, this course is having 4 different topics or scenario. You can see building a data-driven approach to human resources. So it's very generic topics, but at least I will recommend to go through this, either through Udemy or through your Acumen Academy. So it's a ThinkFit platform. In this, you will be finding all this. There are workbooks are there, resources are there. What almost the same thing which they have delivered in the Udemy. And also it is also available in the ThinkFit platform from Acumen Academy. So this is the second course for a basic fundamental if you're starting with. It is good course, the science of great teams, how the team collaborate with each other, which we have seen in the Coursera also, right? But it's very similar to that. But it is a kind of a real-time case studies from Google. So for that reason, it is more relevant. So this Google's project is defining the science of great teams, how they collaborate, and also data on the great managers. So it's very much as Google specific, Google's case study. So you'll find very much interesting because it's more practical and how Google has adopted people analytics strategy across the organization. So you will be finding it's very useful for that. So this one is also very easy to consume. So not too much technical. There's no technical inside of it, but all those details you'll be finding here directly. How the influence of behavioral data, the behavioral analytics, can plan for action, how we can reflect on the data. So Data is fine. We have already taken the analytics and also we have got the insights from that. But how about taking those insights and take the actions on that? So that is also very important. So these things you will be finding in the last module of this. What is the key, very fundamental course, whether you can take it from a Udemy or you can take it from the Acumen Academy. Both are free of cost. You will find out here. So this is your another course. Now, any questions you can also tell me, like which one to refer and all. Let's now move to the next one. Okay, after you see the second course, which is available in Udemy as well as your Acumen Academy. Now let's come to the another platform, that is the LinkedIn Learning. So in the LinkedIn Learning also, we do have courses on people analytics by none other than Jose Bersin, founder of Bersin by Deloitte. So here you will be finding the course is again at a very high level, but you will be finding more practical stuff here. So this is how the course is structured. You will be finding the introduction, people analytics, how it is in comparison with AI and machine learning and big data. Also, brief history of people analytics. So very nice analogy he has given with a Moneyball example. So you'll be finding very interesting here. But again, it's not too much technical at a high level to start with the fundamental basics of it. What are the tools and platforms are available, you will be finding here in this course. And from ethical aspects also, he has covered like what should we consider when it comes to people analytics and all. So it is again not a very deeper course, but at a high level, you'll start with. This is also a fundamental course to start with whenever you're going for people analytics module. Okay, now let's move to the next part. So the next part, segment I will discuss, that is about the others. What are the other topics which I've been already using? That is myhrfuture, which is again by David Green, who is one of the digital HR leaders for people analytics. He has also run his podcast. He has also written a book on people analytics, which I'm already having. So in this myhrfuture, but it's like a paid one. So there is a digital certification on people analytics starter kit. So this one you can go for, and those details you'll be finding in their website, which is called myhrfuture. And also, if you are a SHRM certified or whether it is a CPSM or SCPSM, you'll be getting the credits. Okay, otherwise, not worry, because I'm also not certified in SHRM. But if you are a senior management professional and you want to upgrade your skill set, including your, at the same time, getting this SHRM recertification, it will be a go-to course. So in this, you will be finding the myhrfuture. So all these courses, again, are subscription based. You have to pay on a subscription basis. And for people analytics, we have two courses like here. This is your one is the fundamental. It will take 17 hours. And the second one is intermediate analytics and HR certification in analytics, which is again is 7.5 hours. So you combining it, you can have around 24 hours of investment. So this is people analytics fundamentals. So they will talk also about how to run successfully a people analytics project, how to interpret the data in HR dashboard. We have covered, and also as it is statistics driven, you will be finding how to use your statistics in your people analytics projects. That also you will be finding here, and nothing less than your storytelling, which is again a very, very important part for any HR analytics or people analytics professionals. Even if you are having everything, you should always know how to present it to your stakeholders, to your board meetings, right? So in this course, you'll be also finding in the entire package of all this flavor, people analytics fundamentals, which is a foundation course. It has 5 sub courses and 10 exams, 10 small quizzes which there. But this is one of the most authentic course, I will say. So after Coursera and all those things, but it's more practical. As so you'll be getting insights from the industry, different industry professionals as well. right? So after you complete this course in people analytics fundamentals, you can go for people analytics intermediate. So in this course, again, a 7.5 hours, and it is again a completely online course. You'll be finding little in-depth topic, like you must have read about linear regression, but how to implement linear regression in HR or people analytics. It's very interesting. We'll be finding here. And what are the different right methodology? Suppose you are a project manager, you are a project acting as a project manager in a people analytics project in your organization. How you can choose right methodology for your people analytics projects, so that you will be getting from here. And the storytelling part in the fundamentals module, you must have seen the storytelling data in a very fundamental one. But here you will be finding how to use storytelling specifically for people analytics scenarios. So this is again, you should have this course in your library. And at the end, again, we do have a stakeholder management. So how to use different manage your stakeholder in an effective way, that you'll be finding here. Then the last part is again advanced analytics, covers little technical. So you'll be finding Python, your R Studio, how to use R, and how to use data visualization in ggplot. All these things you'll be finding. It is a little technical, but it is again for a 4.5 hours course. So almost if you combine everything, like it is almost 40 hours course, combining fundamental, intermediate, and your advanced level of picture analytics. Okay, so it is one of the what it, in terms of cost, again, it is a subscription based. You can find it here. Maybe if you are targeting 1 month, 2 months, you can complete it. So you will find this is the cost. It's around 32 USD per month, excluding your VAT, and it's pretty much affordable. So you can go for this myHR future. Okay, so now after this, I will be coming to the last segment of today's webinar, where I have also taken the certification program from AIHR. So this is again a Denmark-based companies. They have they are in the top 50, I believe, in European startup academy to innovate HR, AIHR. So they do also have a people analytics certification program. So I have already taken their subscription for that. And if you go inside the people analytics certification program, you will be finding the details about it, what exactly. So this is the entire curriculum. And this is again, so they have also the David Green, which we have seen in the myHR future. He has also given an introduction here. So here the first module is like for introduction, where you will be having HR Analytics 101. And what are the challenges with HR Analytics we do have? What are the skill sets required? In the second module, they talked about how to set up HR Analytics, what are the challenges, what is the maturity, and how we can have agile HR Analytics model. Start with a question. So in Simon Sinek, he always says start with why, right? So in this also, you will be finding start with a question. So you have to also in a questioning mindset. Otherwise, you should not do a project for people analytics just for doing people analytics. It's not like that. So you always have to set up your HR analytics, and you have to also start with the question: what bigger problems, what different challenges we are going to solve it using people analytics. That you have to be very much understanding you should have. So you have to always come with the questions. And after that, in the module 3, you will be seeing how to develop a business case for HR or people analytics. So you'll be finding also there are interviews with some leading industry professionals. And also there are different analytics case studies, how we can HR value can change, and how we can apply those variables. So a lot of materials really, actually I'm going through this particular certification now. So before we go for SuccessFactors or any technical module of people analytics, I always recommend what are the courses we have to go through. So again, in the module 4 talks about the data specific point, because data is the oil for any organization. People data is most crucial. So you will be finding how to implement HR data, how to cleansing of data. There are a lot of reading materials in this as well. And also, what are the different, in the module number 5, you will be finding different metrics. What are the different metrics available for people analytics? How we do, which are the efficient metrics which the HR must go through. So all those details you'll be finding here. And also, how do you clean those data? Data cleansing is one of the key activity for any projects. So, so they say, right, garbage in and garbage out. So if you do not have a clean data, you will not be expecting meaningful data and meaningful outcome, right? So for that reason, HR metrics is also one of the very important topic in the module which is covered in your module number 5. So now the module number 6, they covered about data analysis, for how we analyze those data. It's little technical again. So they have a specific framework for this LANT framework, and regression analysis, what is correlation analysis, HR analytics, different maturity model, how to do a hypothesis testing, all those details you'll be finding in this particular module. That is your module number 6. Module number 7 is all about your insights. So now we have everything in the analysis is done, but what about the insights, right? So how do you visualize? How do you predict, analyze all those things, right? Whatever we have already seen. Okay. Also, there is an interview with one of the leading industry professionals, Max Bloomberg. You will find the interview here in this particular course. And course assignment, towards the end, they're given a course assignment for that, or you can follow those assignments. Then in this segment only, after this HR analytics leader module, they have another module called statistics and HR. So which we have seen in this in your myhrfuture also, there is a similar course. We have a similar course for statistics. So here again, the very basic fundamental of statistics, people, it may happen that why this course is given, like people who are not having background of statistics. If you're already having a background, you can skip it or you can fast track this particular course. But people who are coming from humanity backgrounds and if you do not have any understanding of a basic statistics and all, you can go through this courses in details. You will also be finding a lot of conceptual models. What are variable, independent variables? What are the categorical and quantitative variables? What is the meaning of a hypothesis and what is significance? All the details you'll be finding here. In the statistics in HR, in the next module of statistics, you'll be finding the different testing or different t-test, ANOVA, correlations, all these details you'll be finding, and also you'll be getting a bonus material for how to there are guided assignments which you have to perform in the R and SPSS. So you are always familiar with the different tools also. So SPSS or R, you will be working on this. Then after understanding this, in the module number 4 of statistics in HR and people analytics, you will be finding different regression topic. So like we do have linear regression, multiple regression, logistic regression, how to do a structural equation modeling, all the details you'll be finding here. And at the same time, we'll be having a bonus assignment on SPSS part 2 and R part 2 you'll be finding here. It's very interesting. We will definitely interested to complete and all. Then in the HR data analyst module, we do have something called strategic workforce planning. How do you do strategic workforce planning using people analytics? How you can take up data-driven decision making. So that also you will be finding in this particular module. So how do you measure the performance and potential, that matrix, right? Performance potential matrix, which we have seen in SuccessFactors as well, right? So that how do you measure that? That basic fundamental is there, and also there's a TED talk which you must have seen outside the workforce crisis in 2030. So this all talk about the strategic workforce planning. And similarly, we do have another module, HR3 model. How do you do this exercise, entire exercise in the Excel? There are 3 segments, obviously, you can find it out. How to do a scenario analysis using workforce segment management. You will be doing here. Then towards the end, you will be finding there is something called HR analytics, financial HR, how to measure cost of absenteeism. And also there is a cost analysis tool, how it will be really very interesting. And there is another module for data analysis in Excel. So how do you can do, suppose you are not using any sophisticated tools, still Excel is there. You will be able to do a lot of things using Excel also. So those details you will be finding in this particular HR data analyst course module 4. Then dashboard. So how do you prepare a dashboard in Excel? Okay, so for this also you have a very detailed courses in Udemy also. So you'll be finding a lot of courses in Udemy, like how to do HR analytics, how to create an HR dashboard using Excel, which is again a 1-hour course. So similarly, you'll be finding HR analytics using MS Excel. So this is again, whatever you have seen here in the HR analytics course using Python and R. So everything is covered. So here inside this particular course, right? Then also how you can connect HR data using Power BI and Tableau. So this is again a very interesting. So if you are a person who will be interested to use Power BI, and most of the companies I have seen, they use either of this Power BI or Tableau. for their data, structuring those data, visualizing those data and all. So you can find it very interesting and exciting as well. So now coming to the again, so this continues with your visualization of your data visualization in Power BI, how to do all these things, Power BI and Tableau. This again requires a lot of effort. It's not expected that you'll be learning this Power BI tool Tableau in one day, but at least start. We can go for right. To start very basic concept. Then you can go for the higher one. So then toward the end, we are having a capstone project as usual. In any AIHR courses you can pursue, you will be having a AIHR courses and how to you can after that you can claim your certificate. And again, similarly, you'll get SHRM and HRCI credits, just like in myhrfuture, right? So this is a very comprehensive course again, but almost it will take around 30 plus hours, I believe. But it's very comprehensive, covering everything. So this is one of the another course which I generally look into before I go for SuccessFactor People Analytics program, right? So this will be overall in whatever we have covered. I will just summarize that we have started with the course. First of all, I talked about the Coursera, which is a very basic one. Then you can go for course like from Acumen Academy directly you can go for by Prasad Sethi on by Google Case Studies, or same course is available in the Udemy platform as well. Okay, so you'll be finding both that course in both the platform, Udemy as well as Acumen Plus. Either one of this you can take it up. In Udemy, as we have also the other courses, but again, I am not sure about the quality of this content because I have sometimes seen not so high quality. I always prefer to have a better quality or at a better price. So this is the second one, I will say. And third course, I talked about Joe's Persons, our own people analytics expert and or influencer, you can say. So he's having a course in LinkedIn learning. So it's again a very fundamental course, but you'll be getting, if you're starting with, you'll be getting a lot of inspirations and motivation to go for people analytics very well. So this is the third course, which I will say. Then other than that, we do have, if you are looking for a certificate program and in a very often authentic source and all, you can go for either myhrfuture. In the myhrfuture, again, at a subscription level, you will be finding the courses on 3 levels of around 40 hours of courses on people analytics. The simple fundamental one to start with, then we can go for more advanced level of course. Okay, so this is from myhrfuture. Just they claim it to be a Netflix of HR. It's like Netflix of our HR. Really, I really liked it. They use a very good comprehensive platform which covers almost everything. It's a very tick. So very nice. You can see people analytics. 3 courses they have: people analytics, fundamental, intermediate, and you can complete it within a month. So you can take a 1-month subscription, or if you aren't interested to pursue other courses, you can also take it up an annual subscription. So this is one thing. My course, myhrfuture, you can say, is by none other than David Green. I always listen to his podcast as well. His podcast is also, you'll be finding very nice insights from his podcasts. So this is the one. Other than that, last I talked about the Academy to Innovate HR, AIHR. So this is again, you can take an annual subscription and all. And if you want any kind of a referral, I will be putting that link. That will be my affiliate link. It will be, you can get more discount from this course while taking that. You're applying to that link. So that I'll be providing. If you're watching it from a YouTube, then it will be available inside the link. Or if you're watching it from my platform, because they're also getting that link. So this is the overall for today. So these are different courses available for people analytics. Before we jump into the SuccessFactors people analytics or workforce analytics, which again I will go through. I will just give you a glance again. So here you'll be finding help.sap.com. Inside that, you go to HR and people manage engagement. Inside that, you're going to HR analytics and workforce planning. So this is the module. And inside that, we do have 2 things: HR SuccessFactors, SAP SuccessFactors People Analytics, and another is a SAP Analytics Cloud. So at present, I would recommend to go for this first, SAP SuccessFactors People Analytics product. And after you clear all of your fundamentals in, so you'll be going to this particular topic, And here, as we are currently, as I speak, we are into 1H 2022. The latest release is this one, as we speak. And here you will be finding the entire course materials here. We have under 6 different categories, or you can say 5 different categories: discover, what is new, implement, integrate, operate. So operate is all about the operational stuff. So how we can use headcount planning in SuccessFactors, people analytics, how we can use user stories, how we can use story reporting in the people analytics framework, how we can use the workforce analytics dimension editor. This is a little technical, but people who are coming from SAP background or SAP SuccessFactors background, they will be finding it easier. But if you are as an HR professional, do not have any experience in people analytics in hands-on, you can start with small. So you can start with how to configure report center, depending upon your scenario again. You can start with this operation part, right? Then you can go for any technical part. Suppose you are a concept planning to transition into a implementation consultant in people analytics. Then you can go for these materials. In implementation stage, we do have implementation, we have advanced reporting, configurations of how do you configure advanced reporting in DC guide, or that's a guide, implementation guides are available. How you can use advanced reporting, how you can utilize implementation SuccessFactors planning with the best practices. So best practices are also available here. You will be finding all those leading practices. Okay, how we can utilize. So you can see they do not call it as a people analytics, but rather they, in this case, they call it as a SuccessFactors workforce planning. People analytics is very kind of a umbrella term for entire portfolio. So, or a portfolio you can say, but all the details you'll be finding here, the technical requirements, what are the technical requirements for, what are the prerequisites for SuccessFactors. So all these details you'll be finding here. So this is again, more detailed courses are available. Then the next one is SAP Analytics Cloud. So here they talk about workforce planning and enterprise analytics. So you'll be having augmented analytics, BI, end-to-end experience, how to design that, how to financial modeling, and how it will be impact using. So it's it's a larger scale. Okay, so you'll be covering all the, it's a completely SaaS offering, software as a service offering, which will involve in planning and credit analytics and all. So this is again, you can go for in the upcoming days once you proceed further. But it's a lot of materials. I will not recommend, means I don't have means to go all for all this course in one go. Rather, I will take baby steps to start with all the basic fundamental course which are starting new, like Coursera, Udemy, Acumen Plus, LinkedIn Learning, or you can go for people analytics certificate program or myhrfuture online program for people analytics and digital HR. That will take almost to complete on all this 3 to 6 months, depending upon your pace of study and how fast you are going to complete all those things. After once you complete that, then you can go for any of the module specific. Let's say I was talking about SuccessFactors. So we generally focus more on the SuccessFactors side. Then you can go for start with the SuccessFactors people analytics module. Inside that, you can start with operate. Then you can go for implement, how we just go to implementation guide and how it will be enabled, right? So once you complete all these things, then you can go for other modules. But it is very vast. I'm not expecting all these things to be mastered in a very short period. But if you can, if you want, you can do it. Okay. So that's the thing. And you can always complete all these things. So, and for that, in people analytics, also, we do have something called identity authentication service, identity provisioning service in SuccessFactors. That is again part of your course. So you will be finding all those things. So this is seems sometimes little overwhelming, but it is not so. There are a lot of materials. I will recommend take one step at a time. Do not get overwhelmed with a lot of materials. And yeah, so this was for SuccessFactors side, SAP SuccessFactors side. Now we will be looking into what is there in store for Workday. So in Workday also we do have people analytics, you can say. So they have also very good courses inside Workday people analytics. If you go here, there is a product, and they do have. And after that, we will be coming to your Oracle, because these are the 3 products we are having. So in Workday also we do have a people analytics product. So you can similar things, nothing much different. You will be finding the way of doing is maybe a little vary, but the concept wise and all, it was mastered in one product, whether it is a SuccessFactors or any other product. So you'll be also able to find a similar pattern similar pattern here in the Workday also. And same is true for your Oracle also. In Oracle also, they do have HR analytics, similar kind of things. You can see their site also. There is very popular Oracle HCM analytics, they call it. So almost same concept. So they have also a demo video. One you can register today. And there is a free demo video on this HCM analytics. It's on-demand webinar, right? So you can watch it there from here. So these were just a product coverage point of view. If you have any questions, you can always put into the chat. From a career point of view also, there are a lot of opportunities in the job market. You will be finding the people analytics, whether it is a business side or a technology side, or it is a both. So currently I'm playing a role of both. You can say both. I handle both business and technology. So, or sometimes people are interested to go for a pre-sales experience. It's also fine. So there are a lot of things that will be I'll be discussing in some another the seminar. One of the upcoming webinar, I'll be discussing what are the career options, what are the how you can design your CVs, how as per and target your required jobs specific to people analytics and all. So that I will be covering. But for today, this is the all about from my end. If you have any question, then you can ask. Otherwise, we can close the session today. Yeah. Is there any course people analytics in SuccessFactors Academy? At present, no. I am planning to launch that course very soon. So you'll be finding my website. So here, I think many of you have joined this webinar using this link. Join upcoming webinar, right? So transition, how we can transition to HR cloud tech now. So basically, my target people are two source. So one is the MBA HR. If you are an MBA HR professor, or you are a second one is a mid-career HR professional, and you like to transition into a role for HR technology, whether it is people analytics or any other. There are so many things in the HR to do, right? So you will be very much getting beneficial for that, and you will be finding a lot of courses in my platform. And mostly I offer all these courses at a subscription level. So at present, I do have 3 levels, like a silver, gold, and diamond membership level. So at present, I have not launched my people analytics program that I will be launching around the next 2 to 3 months. So once I launch, I will be sending those URLs to how to register for that. But it will be more techno-functional kind of a thing. I'll be covering both the things, right? So this is my website, and if you have not taken any of the courses from my platform, you can always register for any of the courses which will be relevant for you from my platform. So you can see there are many of the courses like SuccessFactor and all these things are mostly at present focusing on SuccessFactor. Once we complete entire SuccessFactor modules and all the packages, then we'll go for the other modules like Workday or Oracle. And the easiest part to go for it is actually to start with a silver membership, then gold. If you want to upgrade gold or diamond, you can always go for. With the silver membership, I talk about your fundamentals of platforms, SuccessFactor platform, and to be honest with you guys. But all these things we'll be discussing in more detail in one of the upcoming webinars. So thanks for asking that. So those courses at present I do not have, but I'm just curating those courses and planning to, which is more relevant, more experiential rather. I'll be designing and I'll be sharing those links with you. So thanks for joining, everyone. We'll stop here.